guys are looking to get involved in the Edison community and you're near Toledo, Ohio, check out Refined Gaming. We have tournaments Saturdays at 1:30 p.m. for Edison. Come say hi. What's up, guys? bob.bob.the.gamer here, coming at you with some more Edison gameplay. Today I got myself playing Diva Hero Zombie on the left and Nathan playing Machina Gadget on the right. Sorry about the life points, they get fixed eventually. So I'm going to start us off. I got a T set. Nathan's going to go. He's going to set 3 and pass. So I'm like, okay, does he have Torrential? So I'm like, alright, we'll summon Goblin. By the way, recently I got, my secrets are Germans, but I just got some Speed Duel Ultras in. They're like Tournament Pack 6 or something. They actually look really good. So I choose not to attack, so I'm a little worried about D-Prison, but I'm like, whatever, it's fine. Alright, looks like Nathan just passes. Alright, we're gonna MST randomly. They're gonna try and make a push, so... Alright, well, you know, sometimes the dice gods just give it to you. And then we got the Diva for follow-up. He's like, well, I'm not gonna oppression it. It's like, yeah. He didn't say that, but, you know, that's what I'd be thinking if I was him, like... Well, you know, you got the 33% chance. Are we gonna go Brio here, though? I mean, I doubt he has Gores if he had 3 back row set, including Oppression. Like, that just seems kind of silly. We can do Goblin Search. I don't know what our face-down monster is, but we're going for Plague, so... Maybe it's like a turtle or something? Or another Goblin? But if it's another Goblin, I feel like I flip it. Okay, so he's going to deprison the Gaia. Literally, Gaia's entire purpose, basically, is to get deprisoned, so... we just pass. He hasn't had any pressure yet, so I'm a little okay with the Diva just chilling. He's just bricked up on lack of monsters. So he's just going to pass. It looks like... Okay, so we're going to summon Gilman. And we're like, well, yep, let's just do it. So I get him for 600 here, because Gilman is boosting the Diva. And then we go for 17. First Blood. I don't synchro to Catastrophe because I still don't know what he's on. So I'm like, well, he doesn't have any monsters. Maybe we'll just keep him bricked, and I've got a back row for protection, so... Alright, so he's gonna 2-for-1 here. I don't know what he hit. Can't see it. Sorry, guys. The shop's got glare in, like, that one spot, so... Then he's got Fortress for Fortress, and I'm like, man, really wish that I had Cataster. But he might have Solemn the Cataster, to be honest. Like... I don't know. Which I guess is also fine. Like... So he's going to Smash and Ground, which hits Diva because Gilman has 0 defense. Oh, he definitely wouldn't have Solemn if he had a Smash and Ground. So now he's got Solidarity active, so he's going to hit me for 1,000,000 damage. We're doing the math over there because I want to make sure it's correct. 1,600 through a 1,700 monster is pretty good. So now all of a sudden he's got a big monster and he's down to 1 card in hand. So we're going to tribute for Caius, banish the Fortress, discard Plague because of Fortress effect, we're targeting with a monster, and then we're going to get in for 24. He's like, well, that's cool, because I have Force, and I'm like, cool, don't have the Bottomless. Or the Mirror Force. Man, what are all these back row I have? So it's a 3,300 Fortress. I do have Plague Engrave. Okay. So it's not really the ideal time I want to use Book of Life, but it does lower his dude down, because that's his only other monster. So now Solidarity's dead. So it looks like I just go Turtle Pass. Which, I feel like... he was playing Smashing Ground, so I should have been wary that he was going to draw another one. Oh, and he does. So, you know, I probably should have played around that, but, you know, it is what it is. So we get this wrong at first, but I'm gonna take 2,500 here. I believe we correct that. Because he doesn't have any Machines Engraved, so Solidarity is nothing right now. So we're gonna banish Mally with the Lure. If we do have Plague Spreader Engrave, so... yeah, so Nathan, being a standing gentleman of the law, and he's like, yeah, actually you gain 800 back, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Feels like I'm still getting my butt whooped, but you know, like, at least I'm getting it whooped in an honorable manner, right? Like, that's what matters. So we're gonna Gold Sark. We're gonna Gold Sark for the other malicious because we're busted. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna go for Rhoda. So sometimes I'll mess with people and I will go, I'll like act like I'm gonna Gold Sark for Gold Sark, which I probably shouldn't do because it reveals information, but it's just kind of funny, right? Because it'd be such a stupid thing to do. Alright, so now his Smashing Ground doesn't so much matter, but boy, was that a good draw. Pretty much the only punish here is D-Prison. Which obviously I don't have because I would have used that before. So he's gonna attack. It's Turtle. We have to go get the other Turtle. Odd that I Gold Sarked for Rhoda here. I don't know. Oh, one of my face downs is probably a Miracle Fusion. That's probably why. So I'm probably wanting Stratos or a hero, which obviously Stratos gets you heroes, but you know. So we go get Goblin, I assume, right? Yeah. So he's at 3,300. I don't know what his face down is, but we pretty much have to be making a play here with this Goblin because it's not going to keep me alive very long. Don't particularly want to use the Plague Spreader effect, but I think we might have to here. And then go... jeez, what do you even go? Yugioh, I guess? But he has a Force in hand, so it's like... can we? But we had drawn Mirror Force, so I guess that's why we didn't do the Plague Spreader play. Okay, so we play Rhoda, we go get Stratos, I assume. Summon Stratos, Stratos effect search. Which, I mean, we'll see if he's got Bottomless or something. That would super suck for us, actually. But yeah, he does. Okay, that is a little rough, because I think we do, in fact, have one. That's okay, because we'll have Prodigy in hand, and that'll make our Miracle Fusions live. Assuming that's what those are. I don't know what those are. I would guess one's a Miracle Fusion. Did we stack for Plague? Oh, we have Miracle Fusion in hand. Okay. Do we stack for Plague here? He already used Bottomless. It's kind of like... why not, you know? But his Solidarity is online now, so that's something to be aware of. Looks like we just pass. So he's going to hit with Goblin. I thought he had Force in hand. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he searched another Fortress. Maybe he only plays one Force. I forget what he searched off of Gear Frame. Alright, so we're going to go get Zombie Master. Mind control, that's interesting. Normal summon. I assume we're going to go discard Prodigy here. To target Plague. So if we go get Plague, then we can Synchro to Black Rose. Obviously, we don't use Effect. Because we represent game on board here. We could Miracle Fusion, and as long as it's not Mirror Force, we win through like Deprison or Compulse or anything like that. I don't know if that's worth it, though. Oh, no, I'm going for it. Oh, okay, it looks like we go in defense mode, though. Okay. So he takes the 18, and he's going to deprison the Black Rose. So we would have had game there had we have attacked with D0. It's the clearest picture I found, so don't hate me on the rarity up there. Just going to discard for Fortress. Do we have a bottomless? Apparently not. Attack's over for a lot. Being on Solidarity probably doesn't play Gores, so that's something that we can kind of play around with. What does that do? I love that Lost Art called the Haunted. Oh, well that's going to make Brio, is what that's going to do. But realistically, we didn't even need to do that because we could have just crashed to 0. No, I guess we couldn't have. Alright, so he's going to summon Consecrated and pass. So I get game 1 there. 3 back row. I'm like, this Miracle Fusion's not going to go. And he's like, no, it's fine. Like, okay. Getting lucky here. Okay, so I'm just double checking Consecrated Light. So we're going to send Diva and Mally. Summon Mizuki. Alright, Mizuki's an Earth, so I'm like, let's try and attack. And he's like, Mirror Force. So I'm like, yeah, that's fair. And we're going to set 1 and pass. So he summons a gadget, and I'm like, what? Because he didn't have any gadgets last game. And that game was, I don't want to say really long, but a little long. So now he's got gadgets out, and I'm like, what the hell? This is different. So obviously he's going to swap Consecrated, and he's going to attempt to get in with Yellow Gadget, it looks like. Yep, so I take, what, 12, I believe? Yep. He's got another back row. Okay, Future Fusion goes to 1. Okay, so we summon Diva. Go get Gilman, I assume, right? I mean, there he is on the bottom of the deck, as he should be. Good job, Gilman. That's where you should be, my boy. So we're going to go to battle. Attempt to attack over the Consecrated here. We obviously know his Mirror Force is gone because he did it on Mizuki, so Consecrated is now dead. Attempt to attack over the yellow. Okay, he's going to prison here. So we're going to do Banish Mally for cost for effect. He's going to change Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. So, we check this out, and how this is ruled, right, is basically that because he chained it to Malicious, Malicious activates in Graveyard. So even though he banishes for cost, he still activates in Graveyard, so Shadow Imprisoning stops him. So I attempt to chain Mystical Space Typhoon to the Shadow Imprisoning so that my Malicious then goes through, and he has Solemn. So he's going to Solemn the Mystical Space Typhoon. Shadow Imprisoning is going to prevent Mally from activating. And then we have our Mally's just banished and the other one stays intact. So and then we're going to Book a Life, get Mizuki, banish Consecrated, which definitely not what we want to banish in this matchup, but it is what it is. And then we've got Yugioh in a back row. And then we have Zero coming out next turn, so I don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, very interesting play there. Nathan's got to crush Blackwings, man. He's already playing like Machina, and he's got Shadow Imprisoning and Consecrated Light. So his Blackwing and Vayu matchup has to be pretty good. So this is where Nathan told me he messed up. He thought, for whatever reason, that Zero was a dark monster. So he was like, well, you can't summon the Zero. And then he looks, and he's like, oh, that's not a dark. So that was just him misremembering incorrectly, you know? He told me afterwards, he was like, I don't know why I thought that. He just said, in the moment, I thought it was, so. So yeah, obviously we're going to summon Zero off of the Future Fusion. We're just going to beat over the Consecrated for 2,500. Set a defense and pass. Which I think that was a misplay, but we'll see in a second. So he's going to summon Gadget, get Gadget. He's going to attack, and then he hits our Goblin Zombie, I believe. So it's not going to activate because of, whatchamacallit. So he's going to limit a removal over our Ab-Zero. Clears all of his guys. Which kills our Future Fusion, obviously, because Zero was killed by battle. And I'm looking, and I'm like, alright, what does Shadow Imprisoning do? So he's at 1,500. So we're going to banish Mizuki for Goblin. Normal summon Zombie Master and attack for game. Alright, so we're able to take that one. Unfortunately for Nathan, he misremembered the Absolute Zero, and he bricked the first game. But he's a good guy. It's great to see him around. And I'm sure he's got my number next week. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Check out one of these videos over here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.